What up, though? This is Nobody Who's Somebody, Penelope.
And I'm giving you just one man's opinion. My name is Kevin Johnson, and this is Unsolicited Advice.
Yeah.
That's right, baby. Got my D shirt on. We representing the D, baby.
313 all day.
Mm-hmm. And, I don't know why we popped off that way. You know, but that's how we did it. Let me go ahead and get to our scripture the way we always start. It's coming from Isaiah chapter 33, verse number 2. Lord, be gracious to us. We long for you. Be our strength every morning, our salvation in times of distress.
Man, our readings always be on point, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go ahead. Let's get into the topics for today.
I guess we're going to talk about mental health, because we are not professionals or nothing like that. So we're not trying to, get into no titles or whatever. But I think everybody deals with mental health, and it's based on your lifestyle, traumas, things that you
experience, stuff you go through. And it affects the way you look at life and how you deal with it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It could be, from death to birth, even birth. Women have
postpartum
depression and stuff like that. I think in the urban community, let me say, maybe not even urban, let me say poor, because sometimes I don't want to distinct. I always separate black from just being poor, but just in a poor community, because we can't afford it. More so, we look at like getting counseling to talk through our things that are bothering us. We look at that as weak or a nuisance, stuff like that. We look at it as you're not taking care of us. You ain't nothing wrong with you. You just sad. Get over it. No, it's like sometimes you just can't get over it. You know what I'm saying? People deal with things and people cope differently, depends on the situation. Like I said, especially because of their experiences. So, I feel like finding someone to talk to, someone who you can trust. No, you can't maybe not afford a counselor, but you should have someone you can confide in. You know what a confidant is? A confidant.
Unsolicited advice is my confidant. Like, I feel like this is mental health for me. This is therapy for me. Hopefully it resonates with you. Hopefully it helps you. It gets something out. But at the end of the day, it's helping me because a lot of this stuff has been bottled up in me. And at first I just thought I was going crazy because, I'm getting older. I was like, oh, is this menopause? Or
You thought it was the change?
Yes, I really did. Like, that's one of the reasons why I had to stop the movie theater, because I was like, I'm about to catch a case. Like for real, because before I guess there's something good with being naive, or what people want to call gullible, whatever, because you're just free spirit. You live for that moment. You don't hold on to stuff. But as I just got older, not realizing that, I think somebody told me, they was like, damn, you just gonna make somebody respect you? Hell yeah. And she was like, nah, you can't make nobody respect you. And she was like, how many minutes of the day, don't let that one person, mess up your whole day. You giving them that power and stuff.
Yeah, they'll live in your mind as long as you let them.
So, talking about that, so I read something that said that if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Lay Seuss or La Seuss. I'm no disrespect if I mess your name up.
La
Seuss.
He's an ancient. He might
be
talking to his family. His family might be watching. So to all our listeners in China. But go ahead, make your point.
But this makes so much sense. I have lived in the past on a lot of things, and I have been anxious about stuff that had never even happened yet.
Yeah, we get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, and then so that means when I was naive and as somebody wants to say gullible, I was at peace because I was in the present moment at all times. And then there was something else that said that we suffer more often in our imagination than in reality. There is nothing in this world that can trouble you as much as your own thoughts. So stop overthinking. You know?
I mean, for some people, it's definitely easier said than done, though. So, I mean, if that's not like I was saying before, if it's the way you look at it, is like you would just get over it. I'm not you. I don't deal with that the same way. Like some people can get over breakups easy, but no problem. All right, I'm moving on to the next thing. But some people, it takes a while for you. Your healing process is different. The way you cope goes through it. I personally feel like people just have to be more understanding. We get so locked into the way we see things in our experiences that we can't. It's hard for us to imagine somebody else being raised some way different and going through different experiences which we don't know about. So why would they be going through this way? Why would something that's small as stepping on your shoe? Somebody stepping on my shoe, I don't care. But somebody else who's had shoes stolen from them and whose cousin got shot, by someone stepping on their shoe, then it's a bigger difference for them. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what experience someone has. So try to be a little bit more compassionate.
Yeah, so your words have power. So a lot of times, when y'all say derogatory things to somebody or whatever, and you don't think nothing of it, you might think you playing or something like that. You don't know how many times that person is playing that over and over and over again in their head, and it hurts their feelings, and you just want to brush it off and like, oh, stop being so sensitive and stuff like that, or you need to watch your mouth and watch your thoughts. You have no right to put your toxic mindset or behavior onto somebody else.
Right.
And if somebody points that out, it's not like they're dogging you or whatever, because they could talk about you behind your back. But if somebody presents something to you, just change your behavior, because if it's not kind, it's not cool. And you don't know.
Did you just make that up right now? If it's not kind, it's not cool?
Yeah, like it's off the dome. It truly is. So just rewind and replay, because I'm going to forget next week or tomorrow or a second from now. Like, we don't do no take 2, take 3s, because it will never be the same, Nope. You never know what we're going to say and stuff like that. But
also, I do believe part of it is on yourself. As far as, once again, we want to make sure you take ownership of your mental health. I mean, so if it means, as far as finding peace, like your quote said, whatever you do to find, that puts you at peace, make sure you make time for that. Some people, it's as simple as just meditating. Some people, it's as simple as praying, or reading. Find your peace, because life is not easy. I always get pointed out and say, Kevin, you're such a happy person all the time. Yeah, I deal with stuff that's more fucked up differently than people, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that it's going to be terrible situations. It's going to be terrible people that you have to deal with, and it can bring you down.
Yeah, the frequency, the vibes, the energy. Like, I had to learn that. My supervisor was the one told me that I was a healer. I'm not the one who be going around being cocky like, yeah, I'm a healer, that's the other. Because really a healer just taps in to you for you to heal yourself. But my other parts of being erratic was because I was responding to other people's energy. So if you was angry and toxic and stuff like that, then I had this like rage in me. That's why I thought I was going crazy, because I had to realize this wasn't my energy. It was like, oh, this your foolishness. Yeah, you mad at you. Because you ever walk in the room, you be like, ooh, I can cut the tension with a knife up in here. Or you can have a bad day, you walk in the room, somebody, and that person just hugs you, or that person just smiles at you, or just asks you how your day, and whatever you was going through just kind of just leaves or whatever. Like a kid, when they fall and stuff like that, it's not really that you hug them or whatever. They still scrape their dang on knee, and it still hurt, but that healing touch, the power of touch, we all have that power. We all have that essence within us. So
hug somebody so you it may help with the mental
give a hug. Some people don't like to be hugged, but sometimes that's what they asses need. They just need a damn hug. For real.
Yeah. So You know, I mean, so as we end this week's episode, man, just one man's opinion, man. Just try to be more compassionate to people, man. We may not be all the same, but we are all, you know, one people. I mean, most of us want to live and have a good life and enjoy ourselves and just be at peace where we are, man. So we can just come to a, you know, agreement that you want those same basic things for you and your family and friends, and I want the same things. We should be able to be on one accord.
Right. So I got another thing to exit out. Mm-hmm. So it's like, tea, I drink that. Sage, I burn that. Mantra, I speak that. Intentions, I set that. Universe, I trust that. Love, I am that. So be that. Love. Yeah. Love, peace, and happiness.
Yeah.
I'm nobody who's somebody, Penelope.
Just one man's opinion, Kevin and Johnson.
Go.